when you go into business, don't go into business thinking about so much getting the money from your community. Just think about the product and putting the most value into it, and then figure out who gets the most value from that and go find them.
Wanting to build anything, a lot of us have to walk alone. Because, like, I think when I I think we had this podcast, we were talking about you want everybody at the playground with you. Everybody doesn't have the same dream, the same vision, the same work ethic. And you can't be like, well, I'm building it, why ain't you? If they're not putting in the time, that doesn't mean I stop. You have to be willing to be like, no one's cheering me on. No one's doing it with me. I'm doing it on my own. Because when you're building, you're cultivating, you're creating. You're not just writing a business plan. Like your blood, sweat, and tears and all of this go into it. And a lot of that is a lonely place. It's you writing on a whiteboard. It's you going over things until you get a mentor or a team. A lot of us built stuff in the dark by ourselves. So be willing to walk alone.
Healing is generational. But we don't have generations to wait. Like, we need to grow now, and that comes down to daily routine. I'm interested in a question for all four of you. What are your daily routines for progress, growth, learning, development, leading others, dealing with your stuff? What's your daily process?
I'll start it off. I just fell in love with challenging myself and being okay with being uncomfortable. So with being okay with being uncomfortable, I fell in love with learning new things. You know, being in a room with people smarter than me or that had more money than me. You know, also the physical side, you know, take care of my body, jogging, you know, self-reflecting, counseling with people I trust. Yeah. But yeah, those are the big ones for me for sure.
That's good. I would say it starts when I wake up. I think about at least like 3 to 5 things I'm grateful for. I have a 14-month-old son, and I'm happily engaged, so those are always easy things. But I think about, I appreciate it, no doubt. But gratitude, I think it's a lot. It's easy to kind of like get caught up on what's missing, and you overlook what's there, and that's like a quick way to like an unstable mental. Yeah. I would say like, you know, certainly physical exercise. And I live by my calendar. So the same way I would use proper time management for whatever white company I was working for, I use that for myself. And that looks a little different. So I'm time blocking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like in the morning, I know I've been doing that for years. Mm-hmm. But I you know what I mean? My Sunday's blocked a certain way. It's not that I'm working my whole Sunday, but like.
What cemented that for you? To be that strategic and follow that calendar? Like, what really cemented that as a lifestyle? Because
I was focusing too much on work. I wasn't spending time with my family. Like, that's always been important to me. Even though, like, striving, so to speak, has been, like, you know, learning, wanting to be, like, being ambitious. But it's like, you know, I cherish certain things that require time. And if I don't make time for them, then those become regrets. Mm-hmm. So I could go, like, bro was saying, like, people make money and are unhappy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is really freedom for you? So I think for me, it's like, I try to strive for that balance, and it looks different. Like, it's a fluctuating thing. It's not a static thing. Like, oh, 8 hours for this, 8 hours. That's not real. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, even me being here is like time I'm taking away from my son. But this is important. And that's going to get made up for on the back end. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think it's just like, that's my process for managing my time in a way that allows me to make time for myself, my family, my friends, and what's going to feed me.
So, like, my day does start out with my devotion time, of course, because I gotta tap in. Again, I have ADHD and I can be a control freak, and I'm an artist. So you know all of those things together. But so literally at the beginning of the week, because my week literally goes Monday through Sunday because I'm an evangelist, so I serve in my church. So every single day is something going on. So starting out with that devotion time, if I could get some exercise in, y'all don't look at my stomach, but if I can get some exercise in, I'm gonna do that. But yeah, planning things out. Another thing that's really, really important for me in recognizing line, and also leading, also being able to lead while working out your own stuff, is sharing with the people you are leading what it is you're learning, what it is you're struggling with. 2 weeks ago, Jordan and Seth and I, and the rest of a art collective that we're part of, we went to a conference called what was it called? Owning Our Culture? Owning Our Future. It was dope. It was so dope. But I came back and shared that with my team at our next team meeting. And what was awesome about it is that a lot of things they were talking about in the conference, we already do in our organization. So it was dope because like, yo, we do this thing. So how do we keep doing it? And then how are we able to, when times change, because times change, people change, seasons change, all these things change. But we have to be able to, like Janelle said, pivot, but still within the identity and the culture that we exist in. So definitely sharing with my team, and closing that day out with reflecting back like, dang, today was wild. Why was today wild? Or today was good. Or just like literally taking that time before you go to bed, having a real bedtime, like, you know what I mean? I put my phone on do not disturb. 10 o'clock, that phone goes into nighttime mode. And it used to be hard because I'd be like, oh, I got to see what's going on. I got to see what's going on. But no, you don't, because it'll be there in the morning, because your sleep and your time to relax and get prepared for the next day is going to be much more beneficial than what's going on Facebook.
Well, my routine is similar to Adrena's. When I first wake up, I can tell whether or not I've been in the presence of God. That will literally change my day if I go whichever way. And because I sit with a lot of heavy stuff, I see a lot of clients, and I won't say workaholic, but I don't know how to sit still. It's a trauma response we've discovered over time. You know, when your mom told you on Saturday morning you don't get to do nothing until you clean all this up. My adult life is you don't get to rest until like I almost have to earn it.
Yeah.
And so I've been very intentional with learning how do you slow down, Tonette. So I noticed I like quiet mornings. Like I've been trying to get up earlier lately, but when I do, I like a little cup of coffee and just go slow for a minute before I start rolling in the day. So I said I'm learning. But I'm very structured. My calendar, I'm a little type A with my calendar. Everything's written in there, like you said, Cam. It's even if it's auntie day, we going to this at 12 o'clock, 3 p.m. brother phone call, or everything. Oh yeah, I got the Hobonichi cousin. If anybody likes specific paper and planners, like I'm a planner addict. It's really dope. It's river paper. It feels really nice. But I'm very structured. I'm very type A. And